Ladies and gents, girls and boys, Danny Stewart here at PlaySpiderDirect.com with another naked sound review, and today I'm going to be looking at this Greco from the early to mid 70s. I believe this is around 74, 75, something like that. It's definitely pre-77 because it doesn't have the year embossed into the name, into the plate. It's just got a made in Japan stamp, which is synonymous with earlier, slightly earlier Greco, mid 70s Greco. Yeah, the plate is, yeah, I'd put this mid 70s because the earlier plates were slightly narrower. So it's definitely not early 70s, and it's definitely not late 70s. So I'll put it in the mids, and it's got the GB1 tuning pegs, and it's got the 7-hole bridge plate, which is, yeah, that's correct for the for Greco for the era, and the body appears to be like a multi-part agathis and Asian mahogany, and this isn't candy apple red. So although the color is unusual, yeah, although the color is unusual, I did notice in the catalog there was an option for candy apple red. I think they had like 5 colors that they would do their bases in. At the back, you could actually send in for semi-order. So candy apple red was on there, although there were no photographs of candy apple red. It was just on there as an option. Rosewood fretboard, maple neck, 1-piece, so it's not a 3-piece neck, so I don't think this is a 420. It's a slightly more expensive one, maybe a 480 perhaps, or a 500, PB500, PB480, PB500, something like that. Looking in the catalogue, I believe it's a 480, and I know that in the catalogue they listed that you could have candy apple red as a color option. There was also vintage white, black, natural, or sunburst, as far as I remember. Yeah, it sounds good. It's nice, plays really well. I've got it down to 1.5 millimeters, so that's good. And you're just listening to it there with the tone down, fingerstyle, and palm mute. Yeah, let's take the tone up. Yeah, so it plays really, really well, and it's got nice growl. Or maybe, I wouldn't call it growl, maybe bite. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it as far as I'm concerned, playability wise. Truss rod still works both directions, operates well, frets are at 70%. The only thing that makes me wonder if it's all original is that I noticed the neck was a bit low in the pocket, and when I took it apart, I noticed that somebody had definitely routed out the pocket a little bit lower, And I think maybe they had some problems with the setup or something. Maybe they didn't know what they were doing. Um, but yeah, they routed out lower, probably to stop buzzing or something from happening up here, because the bridge was all the way down. Um, it was silly, and the truss wasn't properly set up either when I received it. So that was kind of silly. So anyway, what I did was I built a riser for the pocket. It fits in the pocket, nice and snug. And yeah, that's remedied it. It's just fine. And I've greased up the truss nut, made all the adjustments, and it sets up just perfectly well now. I also adjusted the nut a little bit so that it's a little bit smoother. Changes the trajectory of the string slightly, making it much better to play. So I mean, it plays great. It's just I can't guarantee that it's 100% original. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it is though, because the bridge, all of the pickguard holes seem to be the original holes. The neck fits in the pocket quite snugly. It's not like there's a big gap or anything. And yeah, the holes in the neck, in the heel, match the holes in the body perfectly well. And the plate and everything is consistent with a mid-70s build. So that's it, guys. That's your Greco. I believe this is a 480, not a 420. I could be wrong. It might not be the original body. Even if it isn't, it's still a good bass. I don't really, you know, if you're a collector, I would say steer clear of it because it might not be entirely original. If you don't care about those kinds of things, it's a bloody good P bass for not very much money, basically. You know, this is, what am I listing this at? Something like $450. It's not very much. It just pays for the labor I did, you know, to get it playing nicely again. So I think it's well worth it. It certainly plays just as well as many of the Fender Japan P basses that I've had the pleasure of playing. I think it sounds unique. It's a bit of a different sound, you know, different body materials and whatnot. Pickups are the original Maxon pickups, I believe. They're kind of bright. Yeah, kind of bright and sort of, I don't think they're fairly accurate sounding. So anyway, that'll do it, guys. Maybe you'll consider this bass as linked in the, it's tagged in the video, linked below as well. And if you're interested in getting other vintage Japanese instruments, you can also try my Bass Hunter service if you are so inclined. All right, that's also linked below. So I'll see you again for the next one. Take care and God bless.